So staff have had lots of training in the past 2 to 3 years. We've appointed a new ICT leader who's been quite phenomenal at getting outside agencies in, like Matrix and other people, and training staff herself, and sending staff on courses. So, and that's not just teaching staff; it's a whole range. It's people like midday supervisors, it's people like the school cook, the site manager, teaching assistants, a whole range of different people.
When I first came to work here, it was lucky if you had a working computer in your classroom. Nothing was networked. I remember asking my PGCE class what ICT was like in the school, and them, in one big shout, said it was rubbish. So all our technology was very, very unreliable. Teachers were very disheartened because of that. They didn't want to use ICT. Nothing printed, nothing turned on correctly, and it was really in quite a state. I think with Matrix's help, we've been able to put some very reliable systems in place in the school. We changed our ICT suite, upgraded it twice since I've had the role of technology leader. The PCs in the ICT suite have then been disseminated around the classrooms, giving each class between 2 and 3 network computers. It doesn't matter where you log on in school, you know all your documents are going to be there. The main staff area is going to be there.
I think the main change is that people's confidence in using ICT. I think the fact that the impact on children has been so huge with the effect of using ICT within the lessons. I think the confidence with the teachers and the willingness of the teachers to actually incorporate ICT into their sessions has been the biggest kind of change overall. I mean, when I first started here, because I did work with the ICT coordinator, we did do a lot of, we used a lot of ICT down in year 1, but the rest of the school, that wasn't the same. There was a real apathy about using ICT in the school. But as the years have progressed, people's confidence has increased as well, with different training sessions that we've had from Matrix and the ICT coordinator. And it's just really, I mean, the effects have been, I can't even measure the effects really, because it's like a different school, really, from when I started.
Well, I think it's become more of a focus, in the sense I think more money's been ploughed into it, which has definitely helped in terms of resources. I think being an individual who's perhaps started off ICT phobic, I found it incredibly important to have ICT as a useful tool. I wasn't prepared to learn and develop my ICT skills if it was just an extra thing I had to do that didn't have a purpose to it, and I definitely wasn't going to encourage it across the school. However, over the past few years, we've had a lot more resources, a lot of trainings taken place, and a lot more meaningful programmes and equipment brought into the school.
Well, it was clear when I arrived that ICT was going to be a huge focus this year, so we all had to really pull up our socks and make sure that we knew what was going on. And I was lucky to have someone in my team that was really good with ICT and had been using it for the past few years, so she was really useful in teaching me about ICT Alive and the different sort of kids programs that we use, such as Colour Magic, that they use on a sort of day-to-day basis at the school. So there was always help available to show me the different systems that we were using here and the different software.
I hadn't long been at the school when there was an opportunity to go on the animation course. I mean, I knew a little bit about using a digital camera, you know, a movie camera, like I suppose a lot of people do, but it was just the whole way the course was structured, it was organised, it was planned, and the opportunities we had for hands-on learning that I think was good, because it was very much like we were the children in the class and we were being given the opportunity to learn. So there are lots of learning opportunities for staff, you know, to hone their key skills or get more confidence.
Unreliable resources in the school meant that teachers had no confidence and really didn't want to use anything. Because we've been able to put some very good resources in school now, very reliable resources, which are backed up with a very good technician, everything works. So the teachers been able to stop worrying about things not working and have really grown in confidence. We've had an awful lot of CPD over the past few years from Matrix, ranging from electronic registration to animation to use of our wireless pads. And you can really see how the teachers have grown in confidence, and because they've grown in confidence, they've been more willing to take on new creative initiatives.
Professional development is key, really, especially where ICT is concerned, because there are always new things coming out. And whenever we feel that there are failings in the delivery of any ICT in the school, we feel that we can either go to the ICT coordinator straight away or Matrix itself and ask for that professional development, and they will always come in and actually deliver it with, and it's not too technical either, which is really good, because we do have a lot of staff that aren't ICT literate and who do struggle, and there's always follow-up courses as well. So if somebody isn't still sure how to do something, they can then go back and say, hang on a moment, I'm not sure, can they come in again, or have they got any literature that I can look at? Because all of their courses that they do, they always upload the information that we've seen onto the staff system so that we can go back later and have a look.
Well, I use ICT every single day, which I wasn't before. I use it for preparation, I use it as a teaching tool. I find it's probably one of the most captivating ways of engaging children, and I use it through my role as literacy coordinator and as a classroom teacher.
We've had training from the likes of Matrix and other groups as well, to make sure the teachers do feel secure about what it is that they are teaching.